What's going to happen there?
An hour to go.
And there's
Anybody here
a lot more people.
after 4 o'clock will be in violation of an injunction by the High Court of Justice. You can be sent to prison for that. You are also currently breaking the bylaws under Section 5 of the GLA bylaws for this land, which means that you can also be arrested for that as well. And if you consider yourself taking part in this protest, then you're also a criminal under the Serious Organised Crime and Police Act 2005 if you have not applied for permission. So we're all criminals here. And as of 4 o'clock today, we're even greater criminals. But I think that we should remain here in defiance of this unjust laws which say that we cannot assemble and protest freely on this land, as we should have the right to do, and every free person should have the right to do. Anyway.
I would just like to inform everybody that within the law, we're actually lawfully here. We are allowed to commit a small crime to prevent a larger crime from being committed. The small crime might be trespassing. I wouldn't agree, but apparently it's trespassing. And that's to prevent a larger crime, which are the universal laws of war. Every war is illegal. Afghanistan, Iraq, all wars are illegal. Geneva Convention will tell you so. There are many laws which will tell you so. You all are criminals before even stepping on this land for paying taxes. You have a legal duty to withhold your taxes because your taxes fund an illegal war. The reason we're being removed is because if more of you join us, we will realise the illusion of power over there and our own power, and that frightens the life out of them. They're a minority. Right now we're a minority. Between us stand many people who are afraid to live with their hearts, to end mass murder, which is what war is. It's not even a war, it's an attack on defenseless people. There's no such thing as defense. Yesterday I saw a tank out there. I asked why there was a tank there. They said there's an arms convention. I asked why they are using such tanks against innocent people. They said in defense. Now, I think if we all stop listening to the media, if we all really think about it, we've never been attacked, have we? Absolutely, and we're being brainwashed. And we're all living very uncomfortably with this truth somewhere in our psyche. And it's a slow process that you all wake up, but really we're all a majority and they're a minority. And the longer we stay, the bigger we grow, the worse it is for them, and that's why this is grow. So please, all come down here, block the road. The power is within you all. The power is within the law or without the law. We don't need the law because the law says most of the time. The law says property above people. Today we saw a man assaulted for nicking an underground t-shirt. In the process, his body was twisted and contorted. He was carried off by 6 underground police officers and 2 constables overlooked it. I cannot bear to see a human being hurt by his whole body trespassed upon because he's trespassed upon land that belongs to everybody. There is no such thing as power. Okay. I think I've said enough. If anybody wants to take over, please do. But all of you all know the truth, and don't lie to yourself, and don't let the media lie to you, and don't let the government lie to you, because it's not in your interest. It never has been, never will be. There is no democracy in this country. Protest is a means to an end. We never achieved their ends in 2001. That's why this happened. And it nearly achieved what it wanted to achieve, but it's achieved a lot in the process. We've met wonderful people here, we're networking, and it's going to grow. It's going to grow and grow and grow, and one day we'll achieve what we want. But we need you. We need you all. It's all about how many we have. So please keep coming. Do what you can. Don't compromise yourselves. Think of the general interest before your own interest. Give up your jobs. I have. Give up your home. You'll live with a community who will look after you, and you'll feel more alive than you ever have in your whole life.
Beautiful. Wow, what a beautiful speech. I've never heard such a speech in my whole life.
Wonderful. They can't die here. It cannot die here. It must carry on. We will go to different places and search the desert. Look them.
You'll never have enough body armour, personnel carriers and stuff, because you're in somebody else's country. Now, there is now, right now happening, a mutiny. It's a mutiny in Afghanistan. It's happening now. Okay, yes, it's the officers. Yes, it's the officers at the moment. As Colonel Bob said, in charge of all the bomb disposal units across Afghanistan. He went on strike 3 weeks ago. He said, I can't in all conscience ask my men, my brave men, to keep stepping on these improvised explosive devices. I've had enough. I'm resigning. He resigned. We've also had sackings. We've had the generals falling out among themselves. We've had McChrystal, the guy in charge of the surge in Afghanistan. He gave a note to Obama. Okay, he was in charge of the surge. He'd been there a year. He managed to persuade President Obama, to back this surge. He sent him a note about 3 weeks ago saying, Mr. President, we're losing. My strategy is losing. It's all unravelling. Unless we guarantee we can stay here for another 5 or 10 years and treble or quadruple our equipment, we're lost. He was sacked. He was sacked for giving bad news to Obama. He was then replaced by an even more senior general, General Petraeus. Now, General Petraeus is an interesting guy. He's now in charge of all British soldiers. Do you know that the British Army in the Helmand province, I would call this treason. This army, which should be defending this country, is now been handed over to a foreign power. It's directly commanded by the Americans. And the American in particular is this General Petraeus. Okay, 2 weeks ago was a Senate hearing in Washington. And this General Petraeus was asked, what is your exit strategy from Afghanistan? Do you know what he did? His face went a deathly white. His head collapsed onto the desk. He fainted. He had to be carried away for 10 minutes. Okay, that was his exit strategy from a difficult situation. I'm asking the soldiers around here, around the square, there are lots of soldiers around here. You may be sent back to Afghanistan. You may have been there once, you may have been there twice, like the Paras. Okay, maybe you don't want to go. What's your exit strategy? I am not interested in just calling on Cameron, this illegitimate government, the condemned government, which nobody voted for. I'm not just interested in asking Cameron, bring our soldiers home. This is an order. There are two governments here. There's that government, the government of property and power, the war party, that government which it won't last very long, which is telling soldiers on behalf of bankers, because they're all in the pay of the bankers, they've all had their fingers on the till, we all know that. That government is saying to you soldiers, go into somebody else's country with insufficient equipment, risk coming back without a leg, or an arm, or a face, or your life. There's another government. There's the government of the people, by the people, for the people. You here, we here, are that future grassroots government. That's what Tony Benn said in court. That's the politics of the present. Here in the streets, on this square, we are the future government of these islands. This war is crumbling, it is collapsing, and this government, I'm saying on behalf of myself, I can't speak on behalf of anybody else, but I know that this is a real government. It's likely to last. The government that's got the troops on its side, we are the government, and we are saying, soldiers of England, come home, alive, not in the box. Defend England, defend this country, okay? And you don't have to disobey orders. You don't have to disobey orders. These are your orders. You are ordered. Come home alive, not in a box. The banner over there says it all. Soldiers, come home alive. I know the soldiers are behind us. They know that war is unwinnable. I'm saying to the media here, if you don't believe me, check it out. Why are the soldiers the only ones not allowed a voice? Come home alive.